wake you up or wake you up on the other side. But you know, man, if I was there, that shit wouldn't have happened, man. That shit would not happen. You know, if I had to get carnal on a motherfucker, you know, if I had to kind of swoop down on a nigga, it wasn't gonna happen, man. And that's me. It'll be me and Marco Wash, man. I'll get Marco Wash to do it, man. I said, look, I want you to swoop down on this motherfucking and you know, separate his spirit from his body. But it wasn't meant for us to do that. That's me getting carnal. I mean, I wouldn't do that because, first of all, it was all spiritual. That's why I wasn't in that thing. When the split came, I left y'all niggas, man, because you were a bunch of damn demons. And that was an opening to get that young, black, greasy bastard, you know, to make him sell out because he was young. You know, you throw women in his face, you throw money in his face, you throw cars in his face. He gonna, you know, a young guy is, you know, he's open to shit like that, man. Yeah, because he's not a man of character. You can't sell out a man of character, you know. Let me rephrase that. You can't sell out one of the elect. I'll say that. Okay, which is a man of integrity. See, you couldn't do that to Job. That wouldn't have worked on Job. That wouldn't have worked on Moses. That wouldn't have worked on Peter. That wouldn't have worked on Paul. All right, go ahead.
Back in St. John 14:7.
And this could be the year that the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, start revealing you guys and destroying you. Like I said, we got a few days left for 2013, and I can already feel it in my bones, man. This year, the 2013 is going to be way different from 2012. 2012 was worse than 2011. 2011 was worse than 2010. 2010 was worse than 2009, and so forth down the line, man. So I'm looking to 2013 is going to be the worst year as far as Israel is concerned, and Esau, because Esau going to be catching hell too. So this could be the year that the Most High deliver us. Go ahead.
This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
And that's plain. That's plain. Did we finish Isaiah 31? Go ahead.
This is back in Isaiah chapter 31 verse 5. As birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also he will deliver it, and passing over he will preserve it. Turn ye unto him from whom the children of Israel have deeply revolted. For in that day every man shall cast away his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which your own hands have made unto you for a sin. Then shall the Assyrian fall with the sword, not of a mighty man, and the sword not of a mean man shall...
The Assyrian represent America. That's another name for America, just as Babylon is another name for America, just as Sodom and Egypt in Revelation 11 is another name for America.
And the sword not of a mean man shall devour him, but he shall flee from the sword, and his young men shall be discomfited. And he shall pass over to his stronghold for fear, and his princes shall be afraid of the ensign, saith the Lord, whose fire is in Zion, and his furnace in Jerusalem.
Now let's go from there to Isaiah 22, verses 4 to 5.
Isaiah chapter 22, verse 4. Therefore said I, look away from me, I will weep bitterly. Labor not to comfort me because of the spoiling of the daughter of my people. For it is a day of trouble and of treading down, and of perplexity by the Lord power of hosts in the valley of vision, breaking down the walls and of crying to the mountains.
Let's go from there to Joel 2, verses 10. We're going to go all the way down to 20. We may read past 20, or you may not read past 20.
Joel chapter 2, verse 10. The earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. And the Lord shall utter his voice from before his army, for his camp is very great. For he is strong.
His camp, he really has two camps. He has the angels and he has the missiles. Now, I was watching last night, they had the one of the Star Wars, I think it was episode 1, where they had the drone army. And they built up this army, and then part 2 followed up on that, where they were building this army. Well, the Most High has his own army. Like I said, he has two armies. He has the angelic forces, and he has those missiles. See, when he speaks about that second army, which is the missiles, that's his army. But they're made out of that army is made out of metal. All right, and then the Most High used Esau to build his army. Ain't that something? This devil figured out, or so-called discovered, how to split the atom and make these missiles, not realizing that those missiles are going to be used on him. Isn't that beautiful? The Most High showed this devil how to make a noose to hang himself. So that's his army. Now, when you go to the beginning verses, he speaks about these missiles as they were actually military men in battle formation. Because even Ariyah used to say that was talking about Israel being put together for the battle. It ain't when I first came to the truth, I couldn't see that, but I didn't tell Ariyah. I had to go, I had to be quiet, But I said, nah, they ain't talking about man. That's talking about the missiles. All right, go ahead.
This is Isaiah 13:3. I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my hand.
Those are the angels.
Back in Joel 1:11. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great.
Yeah, that camp are those missiles. And that camp is in the ground. That camp is hidden in these silos. Go ahead.
For he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? Therefore also now, saith the Lord, turn you even to me with all your heart, and with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning.
In other words, you got to get serious, man. The Most High is about to come. You better get serious. You don't want to be caught on the wrong side. Now, we can honestly say that we've been on the side of the Most High. We haven't looked to the right hand or to the left hand, man. We've been doing, me, myself, I've been doing this thing for like going on 28 years, if not 28 years. I haven't wavered. You can't like going to General Grievous. There's a gap. There's a gap. We're missing gap. You have these shows where you have the missing tapes. Well, he has missing tapes, and you ain't never gonna find him because he wasn't making them tapes. He wasn't making those videos, man. Those tapes are blank. Not bragging or boasting, because I'm doing what I'm doing because Yahweh Hashem Yahushua put the spirit on me to do what I'm doing. Go ahead.
And rend your heart and not your garments, and turn unto the Lord your power, for he is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness, and repenteth him of the evil. Who knoweth if he will return and repent, and leave a blessing behind him, even a meat offering and a drink offering unto the Lord your power. Blow the trumpet in Zion, sanctify a fast, call a solemn assembly.
Who are the ones that blow the trumpet? We're going to be blowing it. The angel, you have 7 angels, the 7 last trumpets, but we also blow the trumpet too. Even Malcolm X said that. He said, and I heard the actual tape, he said that there's going to be men on the corner blowing the trumpet of truth. And I believe he said, listen to those men. He didn't even realize what he was saying. Marcus Garvey said the real leaders are going to be speaking on the street corners. That's what Marcus Garvey said, and I actually heard him say it on this old scratchy tape. I believe back in the 30s. That's why we speak on the street corner. It says in Proverbs, the 1st chapter, wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the street, in the opening of the gates.